Welcome back. This is Hole in the Woods, and this is Chapter 5, Nina, 1989. I ran until I wanted to puke. I'm not athletic. I tried out for track one year. The coach let me in out of pity. Or maybe my dad had something to do with it. He was trying to keep me in school. I liked hanging out with everyone, but I couldn't run worth a darn, and track meets made me nervous. I usually skipped those and went to my friend's apartment to watch soaps. My breath was so hard in my ears that I couldn't hear anything else. I dared to glance back and saw that there was no one chasing me. I slowed to a jog until I spied a clearing and ran toward it. To my left, coming out of the woods, was a long, narrow 2-track under the power lines. The grasses were tall under there because it was midsummer and everything was in peak growing season. The grasses came up to my mid-thighs, which made it challenging to run at any speed. I kept debating about diving back into the woods for just a little covering or just staying on the path. I could find some help there, maybe. My pace dropped to a fast walk so I could catch my breath. My t-shirt was soaked in sweat. The light sweater on top of my shirt clung to my back. My new Keds were no longer white. I think it's almost funny now how concerned I was about my shoes. I reached for my necklace to see if it was still there. It was. I found the 3 pearls on the chain. Fingering each one, Mom had given it to me for my 16th birthday. They were real pearls, too. I was like a scared doe, twitching at every sound and scanning the woods. I moved into a light jog again. My body was shaking and my legs felt weak. I wanted to cry. I wanted to scream, but I just kept jogging, massaging a hand under my right ribs to relieve the side ache. The 2-track through the power lines was a series of small hills, up and down, like a kiddie roller coaster. Nothing here was flat, and my energies were being consumed quickly. I had just run up one of them when I saw twin dots of light ahead. Who was it? Who else would be out here? Maybe it was some other kids just riding around looking to party. Help! They could help me! Should I flag them down? Should I let it pass? Should I run back into the woods? Should I hide? I was paralyzed with questions when I saw a car crest a hill up ahead. Headlights blinded me. I was spotted. I heard the engine rev and tires peel out onto the sandy road, trying for traction. Wait. No. They were headed right for me, fast. Their Mustang drove into the valley in the road, bottomed out, then crested the next little hill. I turned around, I don't know why, and started running down the road away from the car. It was a move based purely on instinct, not smarts. I should have darted into the cover of the woods. In seconds, the engine was at my side. I felt the bumper tap my calf. I started to veer off the 2-track into the grassy area. I made a sharp right toward the fence and tripped over a log half sunken into the ground. Going down, my only fear was that the car would run me over. I sprung to my knees and pressed up with my hamstrings when I felt a metal object thwump the back of my head. The force rolled me off the road and into the tall grass. I inhaled the plume of dirt that swept over me as the car went by. Choking and gasping for air, I tried to rise and figure out what had just happened. The car was about 50 feet ahead of me. Red brake lights glowed, then white reverse lights. I couldn't get up. It was coming back to get me, the evil. I willed myself onto my hands and knees. I reached for the air, trying to pull myself up. I scrambled to my feet and stepped toward the woods. My head was bursting with bitter tasting pain like chewing nails. I took a few wobbly steps, tried to adjust my eyes, but things in front of me were blurry. I could hear them brake hard, gears slamming into park. There was yelling, shock waves vibrated through my brain. Car doors opened, slammed closed, a trunk creaked, metal clinking. I kept moving as fast as I could. By feel, by shape, I dodged trees, zigzagged back and forth. The reverberations in my head dizzied me. Every 4th step, I stumbled. The pain in my head was shooting back and forth from one side of my skull like arrows being launched at 1-second intervals. I knew I was an open target. I reached for my mother's necklace. Help me, Great Spirit. Blackness edged my peripheral vision.